It was really awful, like to the point I was, you know, spending my days in the girls' toilets. I have my suspicions, and I wouldn't be surprised if I have ever been cheated on with a certain previous boyfriend. I wouldn't be surprised if I was. I'm unfortunately quite a unstable person. Okay, someone said, do you make a lot of money from social media and your business? Girl, your answer to that. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hello if you're new here, hope you're all doing really well. Today I thought we would do a very chill video. I have got some sushi. I love sushi. Kokoro. I hope I'm saying that right, because I always feel like I'm always saying that wrong. But anyway, that restaurant just opened nearby, and I'm obsessed with them because it just means that we've got local sushi that can be delivered to us, and I am the sushi queen. I love sushi. If I could have one meal for the rest of my life, it would be sushi. Anyways, I thought I'd do like a Q&A slash mukbang. I asked over on my Instagram for some assumptions slash Q&A slash girl talk, and I got quite a lot, to be fair. This is probably the most questions that I've ever been asked, so yeah, it made me happy because it means like people are interacting, and I like that. I asked a while ago, so now I just got to make sure I haven't deleted the assumptions, otherwise that would be bad. Oh, I got them. But let me show you guys what I bought. So I got quite a lot, but I mean, sushi's one of those things I could eat a lot and it wouldn't fill me, it doesn't fill me up. So I just got some avocado maki, and I also got sushi katsu kombi. So there's some katsu chicken there, and then there is like some more sushi here. Also, don't judge me, but I don't know how to use chopsticks. Like, it's not even like, well, I don't know how to use them, but I just can't. Like, I don't understand people that can use them, because I most certainly cannot. I can smell that chicken. Oh my god, so good. Oh my god, wow. That's really nice. I kind of wish I got this salad as well. No, don't be greedy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get straight onto the first question, because I feel like mukbangs can be very long because you're like talking and eating. So the first question that I have here is, when did you first start learning about law of attraction? So I've always kind of known about law of attraction. I would say I kind of properly sat down and started learning more about it in the first ever lockdown. I just started kind of watching videos about it. I just started hearing more things. I started listening to podcasts, and I kind of, you guys know, like, I feel like if you're into the law of attraction, the first thing you'll always hear is, oh my god, I got a book called The Secret and read it and it changed my life. Like, so I heard like everyone saying, oh, the book called The Secret changed my life, so I bought The Secret and it changed my life. No, it actually didn't. I bought it, I read it, and it is a really good book. They also did a documentary, but I wouldn't go as far as saying it like changed my life, because what changed my life was actually like putting the law of attraction into practice. But yeah, definitely the first ever lockdown, I kind of got, so I'm trying to pour my soy sauce, but there's no, where do I open it? Yeah, the first ever lockdown, I'll always be actually kind of, I know it's a bit of a touchy subject, but for me, I'll always be grateful for the first ever lockdown, because I did a lot of self-development and I did a lot of personal development, and I really like used lockdown to the best of my advantage, just to learn more about new things. I learned more about law of attraction. I bought loads of books, and yeah, I did a lot of kind of just development, really. Okay, someone said, how do you balance everything you do? You're doing amazing. Thank you so much. I'm glad it looks like I'm doing amazing, because inside I'm actually dying. It's really hard balancing my business, the Premium Wax Store, Instagram, YouTube, and my full-time job. It is unbelievably hard. Like, I'm on my 3 days off now from work, so it's just kind of consisted of like literally getting YouTube content done, getting Instagram content done, preparing for my read diffusers that are launching tomorrow on the 31st of Monday, 31st of January, sorry. So my days off, I really cram it in, and it's also really hard to kind of balance it with, you know, visiting family, going and seeing my mum, spending time with Jamie, you know, cooking, like cleaning, going for the food shop. Like, it's really, really hard. It's so hard. But at the end of the day, like, I can't sit here and complain because I'm the one that's doing it. Like, I am the one that's choosing to do all these things. And what keeps me going is having that end goal in sight, like that ending in sight. I mean, obviously I don't know where I want to end up like in 5 years time. How can I predict like what's going to happen to me in 5 years time? But I have a vision of where I want to go, where I want my YouTube and my Instagram and the Premium Wax Store to go, where I want my life to go. And that's what keeps me going, and that's what, you know, gets me up out of bed and makes me do all these things that I do, because I'm so clear and precise, is that the word? I'm so clear and precise on what I want to achieve, and that's how I kind of keep going. But yeah, I definitely think that's what, sorry, I hate talking with my mouth full. I don't know why I thought this was such a good idea. I definitely think that's how I keep going and how I push, is because I know where I want to end up. And I'm very hardworking and I'm very motivated. That is one of my best attributes, if I do say so myself, is I'm very driven. I am not a slob, I'm not lazy, and I can quite proudly say, like, I don't like to be lazy. I like to get out there and do something and be productive with my day. Don't get me wrong, it's hard, and I take days out. Like today, I went and got a facial done. I still did a bit of work, but I've kind of kept it chill today, because otherwise you do end up going into an overdrive, and that's how burnouts can happen, and it's not good. Okay, so someone said, advice for getting cheated on. I've just found out my boyfriend cheated on me. Right, this is a bit of a tough one for me to answer, because I don't think well, to the best of my knowledge, I don't think I've ever been cheated on. I have my suspicions, and I wouldn't be surprised if I have ever been cheated on with a certain previous boyfriend. I wouldn't be surprised if I was cheated on. I had my suspicions, but it was never confirmed. Like, I can't go out there accusing, you know, because it might not have never happened. So I personally feel like I can't actually give the best advice, because I've never been in that situation, and I feel like sometimes you can't comment on certain situations when you've never experienced it. And also, everybody experiences things differently, and everyone's situations are so different. Like, one person that's been cheated on might be completely different to another person that's been cheated on. So yeah, I feel like it's a tough one, because like I said, I don't, to my knowledge, I don't think I've been there. But I do think, like, I always think, and the way I get through life is, I try, if something happens to me, I try to think, is this going to matter in a year's time, in 5 years time, in 10 years time? Is this really, if it's not going to, you know, impact you, but then I suppose sometimes cheating can impact you in the way you trust. But at the end of the day, I do, okay, hold on, let me take this back. I do think if they cheated on you, it's nothing to do with you. Like, do you know what I mean? It's that person that's obviously got their own issues and demons that they need to sort out, because at the end of the day, if you truly love and respect someone, you wouldn't go around cheating on them. So that's the first thing I would remind myself is, you know, that person didn't have love nor respect. I don't believe you can cheat on someone that you love and have respect for. I just don't see how you could do that to someone, like, you know, that, you know, you truly respect. so I think kind of reminding yourself that and knowing your worth, like knowing your worth. If I'm telling you now, if I ever knew someone had cheated on me, bye. But yeah, I think knowing that it's not you that's got the issues, it's them. Because I can imagine, like, if you were being, like, if you found out you had been cheated on, I can imagine, like, you'd start thinking, like, what does that girl have, or boy, what does that person have that I don't? And I really think you should know your kind of, like, your self-worth. Also, you guys know I solve everything with a bit of pen and paper. Journal that shit, like, literally write down everything, the way you feel. And also, I would personally write everything that I think is, you know, my best attributes. Remind yourself who you are, and remind yourself, you know, that, you know, it's not you, it's them. But like I said, I'm not very good, guys, because I don't think, I've always been in relationships, and some not as stable as others. Well, yeah, some not as stable as others, but I've never been in that situation. So you know, I know at the time, like, it can be the worst experience, but like I said, if it's not going to bother you in 5 years time, you know, then there's no point stressing about it. But yeah, I don't know, that's kind of crap advice. Okay, someone said, do you make a lot of money from social media and your business? Girl, your answer to that is no. No. Okay, with my business, everything that I make gets put back straight into the business. Jamie and I have not seen a penny from that business, because everything we make gets reinvested. That money sits in that account, and whenever there's a new launch, whenever there is, you know, whenever we need new supplies or anything, we like to make sure we've got that money sitting there in the account, in the business account. Because I don't know, I think it'd be very silly to start taking and paying ourselves, like, dividends. I don't know, you guys know I'm trying to get big on my words this year. But yeah, it'd be silly to start paying us salaries, because we've only been open a year. We are busy, but we're not busy. Like, we're not, you know, I'm not making enough to be able to quit everything and have that as my full-time career and my full-time income. Like, it's not reliable. But I'm making enough now that we don't have to put a penny out of our own pockets. The business is running from the sales that we get. So in terms of that, like, I guess we do kind of make good, we don't make good money from it. I don't want to say that, but we make an okay amount. And in terms of social media, I actually don't really make anything from social media. I've had a couple paid brand collabs, and I have, obviously I'm now monetized. I feel like this isn't focused, I can't see from this far away. I'm now monetized, which my next video will be my first ever YouTube paycheck, so keep an eye out for that. But I mean, like, money is money at the end of the day. Like, the fact that I'm even getting money from making a video is mad. Like, I would still do it anyway. Or the fact that I can make money from using something that I absolutely love and showing you guys. Like, it's decent, you know? Like, I'm very lucky in that sense. So yeah, that's your answer to if I make money from my business or social media. Okay, someone said, people think you're a bitch at first. Very blunt, straight to the point. I don't think so. I mean, obviously you'd have to ask people that meet me if they think. I think depends on two things. It depends on what day and what mood I'm in, because my mood can change. I'm unfortunately quite a unstable person. Some days I'm really, like, hyper, and some days I'm really not. And some days I don't want to talk to anyone. That is me. That's my personality. Unfortunately, I'm working on it. Okay, I'm working on it. Most days I am the first person that will be running up to you, giving you a hug. I actually remember, like, Nicola will tell you this. So I met Nicola through work when I was on benefit. She came to join benefit, like, on the counter. And the first time I met Nicola, I was like, she was sitting on a bench in the high street, and I was like, are you Nicola? Like, I'm Courtney. And I gave her a hug, and I know that girl was thinking, like, what the hell, what have I got myself into? Who am I meeting? So sometimes I am really extra, and that is me. Like, I'm really bubbly, and when I first meet girls, I can be like, hi, like, I'm so excited to meet you. Sometimes if I get a vibe from you that I'm not too sure on, I can be quite standoffish, and I don't mean to be. I don't, like I said, it just depends. Like, I'm very hit and miss. I'm really hit and miss. I've been burnt in the past by a lot of people. I've had a lot of difficulties meeting people. You guys know, when I was younger, I was diagnosed with social anxiety, so it's really hit and miss. It depends on some days, like, where I, you know, sometimes I'm a little bit more anxious at meeting people, so I might come across, you know, a bit standoffish and a bit held back, and I could possibly, back to the question, people think you're a bitch, that, you know, people might possibly think I, you know, I come across as a bitch, but I'm not at all. I don't think I am in the slightest. And like I said, sometimes I can come across quite reserved, sometimes I can come across really open. It just depends on that day. Unfortunately, that is anxiety for you. My hands are so dry. Sometimes, you know, I have good days and sometimes I have bad days. But at the end of the day, I don't think people think I'm a bitch at first. I wouldn't like to think people think that of me. I would never want to come across like that. I think once you kind of get to know my personality, you're like, oh yeah, like, she's actually, like, really nice. I hope people think that of me anyway. Okay, I'm going to make this my final question, guys, because this video is getting really long, and I don't want it to be, like, boring. So, the last one, how to deal with bitchiness and drama. So, basically, what we was just talking around. So, how to deal with bitchiness and drama. I struggle so much with girls around me. Guys, you know this is a topic that I could talk for days. You know my experiences. I've been there. I've spoken about this. And I've spoken about it before, and I think I've hit it actually. If you're new here, then hi. I had a really bad school experience. Really bad, just really bad. With the girls and boys, but mainly girls. It was really awful, like, to the point I was, you know, spending my days in the girls' toilets. I was bunking school, like, it was bad. But I would not, everything that I ever went through at school, all those 5 years of just, like, absolute hell, I would never change, because if I didn't learn from that, and if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have learned what kind of person I want to be, you know, like, in the future, like, now, like, what kind of person I want to be, and I want to come across as, and I want to treat other girls, and I want to treat other people, you know. That taught me everything that I went through, taught me everything I do not want to ever be. And I think I had to go through all of that to build a backbone. So I don't know what you're going through. I know you said, like, how to deal with like, bitchiness and drama. I mean, girls are just bitches. Like, I'm sorry about this language, but girls are just bitchy anyway. Like, I have it in my current job. Like, it's just unfortunately, you know, it's just the trait of a female, like, gender, like, do you know what I mean? It's just, you're always going to come across it. And don't get me wrong, I feel like I can get, not easily, like, easily swayed, but whenever I catch myself bitching, I pull myself together and think, why am I bitching? Because bitching and drama only, it's a representation of how you are as a person and your personality. So the minute you start bitching, you know, if you're joining, you know, that conversation like the girls are having and they're bitching about Karen over there, the minute you start talking dirt about Karen is the minute you're showing your insecurities, and it's the minute you're showing, you know, what a sad life you're having. Because I'm sorry, I'm like just putting it blunt, like sometimes when I catch myself moaning about people, I have to pull myself together and think like, look, why? It's not making me feel any better. You know, so people that only bitch and get involved in dramas are just the ones that, you know, are sad with their lives. And my sushi just fell into my blanket. I would really recommend reading books. I know it's like I know that's so far-fetched and it's like so typical, but the minute I started reading books and kind of going on this little self-development journey, the more I understood, like Vex King's an amazing author, and The Good Vibes Good Life is a really good book to kind of read if you want to kind of change your way of thinking and the way you kind of get involved in other people's dramas. You know, at the end of the day, bringing someone else down isn't going to bring you up any higher. Like, it's just going to bring yourself down. If anything, it's going to make you even lower. So in terms of kind of like dealing with it, I know it's so much easier said than done, because like I said, I've been there. I've been through 5 years of absolute trauma to the point like I thought I'm never gonna ever get through this. Like, I'm never gonna be able to make friends. And you know, I've gone through that, and I've gone through it where I thought there's no way, no ending out of this. Why are we getting so deep? But yeah, I just say become really confident in your own self. At the end of the day, you've only got you to live throughout this life. People are going to come and go. You're going to be in situations with girls that are awful, and you know, girls that you don't want to be around. So for me, I've always learned just to be very independent. You know, I don't care about having loads of friends. I don't care. To me, I've seen having loads of friends, what that can do to you, and the drama it causes. Not that I'm saying like don't go out there and make friends, but you know, be comfortable in your own self, be comfortable, be independent to the point where you can be in a room full of 10 other girls who are a big group and feel, you know what, yeah, they're a big group, they're gossiping, they're being dramatic, they're, you know, causing drama. I don't want to get involved. I'm quite happy sitting here on my own with them 10 girls in the corner of the room. So yeah, just always, friendships aren't everything, like especially big groups of friends. Like, you know, the key friendships to have are the real ones. Like, you know, real friends are hard to find, but once you've got them, you've got them. But yeah, anyway guys, I'm gonna stop talking about that because I can end up talking about that topic for ages. Yeah. Anyway guys, I'm going to call it a night here because I feel like I've done so much talking. I don't want to bore you to death. Let me know if you want me to film any more like this. Leave some questions down below. I like talking about these. One of my goals in the future, I've done my own podcast where I can just talk about stuff like this. Obviously I've been through stuff when I was younger, and I'd love to kind of help others out. So I really like doing these videos, and also it helps me kind of get my words out, because you guys know I'm quite illiterate and I really do struggle talking and putting my sentences together. I lack confidence in that sense. So whenever I do these kind of advice videos and questions and answers, it forces me to put, you know, a good enough sentence together. So thank you if you've taken part. Make sure you follow my Instagram if you ever want to kind of get involved in more videos like this. And yeah, I'm going to call it a night. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe, give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. And I will see you all in my next video. Hope you guys take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye guys.